What is up, everyone? It is Game Master, and thank you for tuning back into the channel for another video. So very quickly, this is going to be kind of a different video. Normally I wouldn't do something like this, but I thought I would share it because it helped me out a ton. So today we are going to be talking about Destiny, and it is going to be a loot chest farming guide for legendary engrams. It's going to be farming Nessus tokens. So if you guys enjoy, slap the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and without further ado, let's jump into it.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.
Alright, so as you heard, we are going to be farming Nessus tokens, which are these right here. I can't even see how many I have there, but you're going to be able to get a lot of these things in about an hour. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up the director, go to Nessus, and then spawn right here at Exodus Black, and this is where it is going to get started. You're going to be able to get a lot of these things in about an hour. So, once you spawn in, just follow exactly where I go. Just go ahead and grab a sparrow. You don't need a sparrow. If you don't have one yet, you don't need one. It just makes the process a lot faster. So, just stay on the right here, and then go down into this little cavern, and then it will take you down into a cave with a bunch of enemies. Now the best way to do this is to just avoid the enemies and find the chest, but if you guys want to kill the enemies, that's just fine. Again, it just saves a little bit of time if you can kill the enemies. Now if the chest spawns where it is right now, you don't have to kill the enemies again, but it's going to be a lot easier if you do kill the enemies where the chest spawns right now. So you're going to find the chest, and then you're going to grab it. It's going to get you a Nessus token. Sometimes it will give you shaders, or maybe even a legendary engram. I've never actually gotten one myself, but I have seen other people get them. So there you go. And so you're just going to open up the director, and then spawn back into Exodus Black, and repeat the process. Now, before I continue, I'm going to show you it a couple more times just so you guys know it works. But first, I'm going to show you guys where the chests spawn so that you know exactly where to look. Now, 95% of the time they're going to spawn in the same place, but I will show you guys where the possible spawn points are. So, just picking off this last enemy here. So, the first spawn point, what am I doing? It can be right here by the stairs in the corner. It will also spawn up here. I've seen it up here quite a few times. There's a rumor that it can spawn behind the teleporter, which I don't think it can. It will spawn in front of this rock. Obviously, it's there now. It was there in the last clip. It will spawn over here in the corner. It will also spawn by these rocks here. And then there's a cave back here where it can spawn right here, as well as this little branch off. I've never actually seen it spawn there myself, but supposedly it can. And also, if you come over here, stay on the right side, there's also another cave where it can spawn in, and it spawns in these two caves quite frequently. Pretty much 98% of the time it'll spawn there, so just keep that in mind. So now I'm going to run through it just a couple more times to show you guys that it will work, and show you guys that actually the first time it does spawn on the first cave in the right, and the second time I think it spawns up by the teleporter. So a couple things that I need to mention while you guys are watching this is that, first of all, sometimes the chest has a problem spawning. I don't know if it spawns from a set timer or what it is, but if the chest doesn't spawn, actually I think this time it spawns on top of the, oh no, it spawns in the last one on the right. Anyway, if the chest does not spawn at all you have to do is run around in a circle in the cave or in the room, and it should spawn back in one of the caves. Sorry, I can't speak today. It should spawn in one of the caves. Again, if you guys don't see it, then just go ahead and do a circle around the room, around the enemies, and it should spawn in. And another thing that happens, which is, it's an easy fix, but I've noticed that a few times when I was doing this, after I do it maybe 7 or 8 times, the chests would stop giving me loot. I would open the chests, and it would just give me nothing. So a really simple fix for that is to just go back to orbit and then spawn back into Exodus Black, and then you should be able to do it another 8 times. It's kind of random how it does that. I think it's the longest I've went without it doing that is like 13 or 14 times, and then it'll just give me nothing. But all you have to do, again, you see I got a shader there, is go back to orbit and then spawn back into Exodus Black, and then repeat the process. It's easy as that. So once you guys farm for a little bit, I actually farmed to get about 100 of them. The next thing you're going to want to do is go back to Exodus Black and then go see FAILSAFE. And you can see I have 100 tokens right there. And this is where it comes in. You're going to turn in all these tokens, and you're going to get a ton of legendary engrams. I just have these other Nessus rewards here I'm turning in. But as you can see, I'm going to start turning these things in, and I'm going to get a ton of rewards. So I think it takes, it's like 10 or 20. I think it's 10. I have no idea, but I can't really see the gameplay. But as you can see, I am actually going to turn all of these things in, all 100 of them, and get an absolute shit ton of legendary engrams, which gives me a bunch of legendary gear pieces. So it may not be the most efficient thing in the world, but if you really need a boost to your power level, it is going to help you out a ton. I know it helped me out a ton. I think I was like power level 237 when I started, and by the end of this thing, by the end of the whole process, yeah, 237. By the end of the whole process, I was 241. So it helps a ton. So you can see I get a ton of stuff. And another thing that's really, really going to help this process out is once you guys equip the better gear to bring your light level or power level, whatever you want to call it, up, just scrap everything else you don't need, and it's going to give you these gunsmith parts, or whatever you want to call them, and you can actually exchange those at the gunsmith, at the tower, or the farm to get even more legendary engrams, which is awesome. So you get 2 instances where you can actually get legendary engrams, so that's pretty cool. So as you can see here, that brought me up all the way up to 240, and then I'm going to go turn in these gunsmith materials, and I'm going to get another power level out of them, which is absolutely awesome. So again, you're going to want to go to Earth and go to the tower or the farm. If you haven't beat the game, the main story yet, you're going to be at the farm. I'm at the tower because I beat the main campaign. But go ahead and head to the tower, and head to the gunsmith, wherever the gunsmith is, and go ahead and turn in the gunsmith materials, and you're going to get reputation with them and get more legendary engrams, which is awesome. I only get 1 here because I didn't have that many. I think, yeah, I have like 31 or something. I can't really see it, but you can see I get another legendary engram, a 244, and you also get a mod and some shaders out of that, so not too bad. So basically that's it. That's all you have to do. You have to repeat that process as many times as you want, get as many tokens as you need, or as many as you want, and really grind up the power level. So that is it, guys. That's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, please drop a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And leave a comment if you guys have any questions. And with all that being said, here's a little dance, and I am going to be out of here. Peace.
Course. Sequence is pattern.
eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light